Hi, in this video for the Humax HDR 1000S Freesat Plus HD box, we're basically going to show you how we can install the Freesat channels. So the first thing to note is you should have two cables coming down from your LNB on your satellite dish, okay? Your satellite dish can be just a typical Sky dish. And if it was previously used for Sky, it's already pointing at the correct satellite because the Freesat channels come from the same satellite as the Sky channels, okay? So the key point is that you have two separate cables coming down. So if you had a Sky Plus box before, you will have them two cables, and you'll be familiar with the reasons why you need them. Basically you need them so you can record one, watch any other, you know, this sort of thing, okay? So you should have the two of them plugged in to begin with. Another thing you should do if you want to try and avail of the free time services on this box is have an Ethernet cable plugged into the Ethernet port on the back of the box, okay, coming from your router, okay? So it mightn't always necessarily be that easy to run that cable, so you could use something like home plugs or something like this to help you out if it wasn't convenient to run the cable directly. So just to begin anyway, next is already highlighted, so we're just going to press the OK button. The next thing then is it just gets you to set up the picture and sound settings, okay? So if you just arrow up, you can go through the audio, the resolution, display format, screen ratio, things like this. And when you get onto the actual option, you can just press the OK button and use the arrow buttons to go through with, you know, select the option that you want and then just press the OK button to set it. But I'm just going to leave everything as default there, and I'm going to arrow down to next, and I'm just going to press the OK button. So the next part of the process is where it's testing for a satellite signal, okay? So this is why I say that you should have the cables running down from your LNB plugged in, okay? So as I say, the key point is that this box needs two feeds from your LNB to avail of all the functionality within the box, okay? So what that basically means is that you'll need at a minimum a quad LNB on your satellite dish. A quad has 4 outputs. And you can use 2 of them, you know, any 2 to run directly to this box, okay? So you can see there the signal test has been completed, a very good signal there. So next is highlights, I'm just going to press OK. So the next step is then we're going to program the box for the particular region. So Freesat works on sort of a postcode. It's all based on postcodes basically, the regionality. So most people in Ireland would be, you know, they'd be familiar with BBC Northern Ireland and things like this and the presenters on it and the shows. So for argument's sake, this is what we'll do. You can use any UK postcode to set it for its region, but we feel that most people will probably want to use the Northern Irish variations. So we'll just use a Belfast postcode. So it's BT 11 AA, and then we just arrow down and across as far as next, and we press OK. So it's just verifying that it's the correct postcode. And that's it there now. So it's pulled in a total of 184 channels. That's 147 TV and 137 radio channels, okay? So what you can just do now is save channels is highlighted, so just press OK. So the next step is connect to broadband. So this is why I'm saying have your Ethernet cable plugged in from your router, and you can see there that it's just set it up for us all pretty much automatically and very quickly. So the next step of the process is next is highlighted, just press OK. And it'll ask you, do you want to set up some parental controls? So you can enter, you know, set your own PIN code or something like this to lock kids out from certain channels or something like this. But I'm just going to skip this step. And then at this stage then, you can either say restart the installation or start watching Freesat. So I'm just going to say start watching Freesat and press the OK button. And that's it. That's how easy it is to install a Freesat Plus box, and in particular the Humax HDR 1000S Freesat Plus HD